My name is Ember, and today I wanted to tell you about why I love the game Baby Steps. So let's get into it. When I first seen Baby Steps on the PlayStation Store, I immediately clicked. Not sure why, maybe it was curiosity, maybe it was the cover art. Whatever it was, I clicked it, and after watching the trailers and the screenshots, I was thinking, this looks amazing, so I wishlisted it. Few months go by, and it finally comes out, and I'm thinking, do I really want to go through that pain of falling off of everything? I'm not much of a difficult game enjoyer. Only difficult games I really play are Souls-likes, but they're only as difficult as you make them, so I didn't buy it straight away. Till I was doing a stream during my 31 Days of Horror, and I said this. I want to play Baby Steps on the channel at some point, because it just seems like really, really good. Even though I don't like games where you have to like take forever to make progress. I don't like playing them on stream, but you know, I'll play them because I don't know. I think I'll find Baby Steps fun. In which shortly after I bought it when it was 20% off, I think. And upon loading it, I can't remember my exact thoughts or what I said, but I remember feeling worried. After I took my first steps and initiated the first cutscene, I remember laughing and thinking this is going to be good, so I kept taking more steps afterwards. And if I'm not mistaken, I began to get the hang of it, walking for a small bit. Skipping ahead, I go out of the cave, and after another cutscene, I was finally out ready to face the challenges this game had to offer. I'm not going to go into every single piece of what I did, so don't worry. After walking and stumbling off a lot of rocks and downward slides, I eventually made it to the first campfire. And after another cutscene, I knew I wanted to keep going, and that's when I knew I was going to love this game. The cutscenes of Baby Steps are something else. They're both funny and have a hint of sadness in some parts. The idea that no matter how many times you fall, eventually you'll stumble into a cutscene, making those rage-inducing moments worth it. One of my favourite cutscenes probably has to be this one.
Oh, of course. Couldn't resist the well, could ya?
Jim!
Yeah, no, I see you down there. See your beady little eyes. Just jumped into the well.
Why is it called a well?
What else would we call it?
Ill!
We call it an ill, yeah. Well, this one's ill, you know, because it's got a little guy in the bottom.
Get me out of here, Jim!
Why'd you get in there?
I don't want to talk about it!
Okay, all right, fair enough. Well, here's what we'll do. 1, 2, 3.
Ow!
I could go on forever about my favourite cutscenes, but to sum it up, the cutscenes were one of the top reasons I loved this game. What would be a great game without its characters? Starting us off, Jim has to be my favourite. I love how he wants to help Nate get to the top, but can't help but get annoyed when he knocks something over. And his dialogue is always hilarious, definitely the best character. Then of course there's Nate, the main character we play. I love how clumsy he is and that he just hates getting help no matter how much he struggles. I never understood why. So if anyone knows, let me know in the comments. Then there's Mike, the other guy, stuck in this world, which I always found it funny how spatially unaware he is in the conversations he has with Nate. Also enjoyed how him and Nate are very similar, as in one cutscene he admits to being just like Nate before he came to this world. I do wish there was a way to save him from the boulder, but I do hope one day it randomly gets discovered. Then we have Moose. Not much to say about him unfortunately, but I thought it was cute how much he cares for Nate like no one else did. Lastly, there's the other donkeys, consisting of Ethan, Jesse, etc. I hated them, but you can't have a game without a few bad guys, and I'd say they take that role of how they try to use Nate. Now a bonus character I wanted to mention. The giant one with James' face. My partner mentioned it could be his mum, and I do believe it is from the little song she sings, which I wish was longer since it's a nice song and the lyrics are very heartfelt. The lyrics: could be a tycoon, run a saloon, stay in your room, whoever you'll be is alright with me. My interpretation is, even though he spent his entire life in his room seemingly, his mom still loves him deep down. The controls of Baby Steps, despite being simple with them being on controller at least, left trigger and right trigger, than the joystick are easy enough to learn, but hard to use when it comes to certain terrain. And I like that aspect, that they made the controls easy to understand. I've seen a lot of theories for this game. One I seen was you are Geppetto, Nate is Pinocchio, Jim is Jiminy Cricket, and the donkeys are the toxic kids. My partner's theory is Nate is learning to walk, to climb his way to the top, to go to heaven, as she's seen Jim's stairway as a staircase to heaven. I enjoy both of these theories. While I don't have one myself, my interpretation is he's starting from the bottom and climbing his way to the top, to find a place to finally call home, where he feels happy, like he eventually does with Moose at the end. I'm not sure how long this video will be. I've been reading off the script this entire time, so if it sounds like my words have been very robotic in a way, because I feel like that's what they've been sounding like, and you know why. I've just been writing my thoughts down as I go, but I've really enjoyed this game and just wanted to do something a little different instead of talking about why I enjoyed it at the end of my playthrough. And with 4 years in the making, I believe it was, and only 3 devs, they did an amazing job. And I hope they're proud. This game was amazing, and I would love a possible sequel, where Nate maybe uses his hands while maybe altering between his feet. But if not, this standalone game is amazing by itself. I just would love to see more of these characters, and that's all I have for Baby Steps. I hope you enjoyed my sort of review on it. And if you did, maybe hit that like and subscribe button. It goes a long way, and I'd love for more people to get to see this video and hit 200 subs by the end of the year. But with that out of the way, I hope you all have a great Christmas and all the best for 2026. Hooroo for now.